going for your host, guys. Let him hear it. It's me, the door guide. That looks like Wish.com Clark Kent. I know, I see it. All right. We know who took the edible. If you ask ChatGPT what it would look like if, like, Clark Kent was a millennial and worked at an H&M. There you go. My name is Aaron Rosen. It's Jewish. I am Jewish, which means that wasn't the punchline, but I appreciate it. Anti-Semite. But everyone expects me, because I'm Jewish, everyone expects me to be an expert on the whole Israel-Palestine thing, and I just don't want to watch that stuff anymore, you know? Like, if I'm going to see that, I need to hear that news from someone who's just, like, divorced from reality, like Donald Trump. Wouldn't it be great to get updates from him on that? He'd be like, the other day I spoke with Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu, what a name. Netanyahu. Remember when we went on the net on Yahoo? And that's how we searched for everything we did. Excuse me, we did. And then we did Ask Jeeves. We asked Jeeves everything, and he disappeared. Where did Jeeves go? That's what I want to ask him. But now we do everything with Google. It's all Google. We have Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Drive. I love driving. I love the cars. But the new ones, they get so hot, I feel like Prometheus. And that was a scary movie. I'll tell you, that was so scary. But not as scary as Aliens. That was a really scary movie. But the scariest aliens are illegal aliens, which is why we need to build a wall. She is so wet, I'll tell you. It sounds like a Haitian version of Count Chocula. They're eating the cats and the dogs there, I'll tell you. And you know, if you thought Haiti was bad, you gotta watch out for China, I'll tell you. They eat everything out there. They eat bats, they eat penguins, even that little Geico guy, they'll put him on the shish kebab. Wasn't that funny to watch the debate with him and Joe Biden? Wasn't that because Biden got cooked. That was great. He was like, Joe Biden has the worst brain we've ever seen. That thing is so sad. It's so sad, folks. It's so sad. And Joe Biden was like, Donald Trump over here, this guy, he's trying to say I don't have the mental acuity. Well, let me tell you something. This guy, he doesn't even know the first thing about that. And they were just like, Mr. Trump, would you like to respond to that? He's like, I don't know what he said. I don't think he knows what he said either. Oh, man. You guys are fun. I'm so glad that Kamala's running instead of Biden because, like, when I used to watch Biden, I did not have a lot of hope, and that was like the whole message that he was running on. You know, when I remember his ad campaigns, he's like, "Look, folks, I need you to chip in for the campaign. We've done so many terrific things, like the anyway, we can really use the money." I need this guy at all my shows. I like politics, especially local politics too. Like I was watching the whole thing with Mayor Eric Adams, who, of course, he's under indictment. They're all corrupt. They're all corrupt. God, but that was so funny when he first came into office. Like he gave that big speech in New York. He's like, "We're gonna clean up this city. We're gonna make these streets safe again." He sounded like Commissioner Gordon from Batman. if he was played by Tracy Morgan. And he wasn't even talking about crime, he was talking about the rats! And then he gave us that lady, Kathleen Karate, the Rat Czar, who, crazy title. I watched the YouTube video of her. It was amazing. She gets up on stage. She's like, there's a new sheriff in town. And with your help, we're going to send those rats packing up. And the top comment on this YouTube video was the most New York comment. It said, yeah, great place to start will be City Hall. I just like to think the guy that left that comment was just like some fat, sleazy Italian guy from Staten Island with like a marinara stained tank top. Who was just like, Mark, come over here. Take a look at this comment. Take a look at this. I'm a high school English teacher. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyone in here a teacher? Yeah? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I know why you guys are drinking tonight. Hell yeah. Yeah. Now, that's great. I've been doing it for 11 years now. It's exhausting. Like, I complain about the job a lot, you know? Like, it takes a toll on you. But I am very fortunate. Like, my students are actually very well behaved. I'll say that. In the 11 years that I've been teaching, we've actually only had 2 fights at my school. Can you believe that? 2 fights in 11 years? Yeah, and both of them I won. I noticed when we came back from the pandemic, the students' writing, it kind of took a little dip in quality. And, like, I have to... Oh, all right. And I had to, like, pick up the slack and help them, but it was tough because, like, they were writing. They went crazy with the punctuation, the commas, the periods, and everything. I tried reading their essays, and it just sounded like a Christopher Walken monologue. I'm reading it. It's like the Salem witch trials or terrible travesty. Many died, mostly innocent. Wow. I had to, like, stop caring so much. I cared too much when I was doing the job. So I had to, like, she's loving this. I don't know. I love all of you so much. But yeah, I had to, like, stop caring so much, and I just, like, zenned out. I zenned out, and it got bad. I was like, I just sounded like Owen Wilson after he came back from, like, a yoga retreat. Like, I was like, wow, Danielle, good to see you. Hey, was that you and Derek that stole my car and drove it during lunch period? Classic. I'm like, Kevin, was that you that set the class on fire the other day? Hilarious, wow. I actually used to teach improv after school, too, and that was great because when you do improv, you got to put a lot of faith in people because you don't know what they're going to say, you know? So I would do it with my students, and I did improv with this one kid who was like the nicest, sweetest kid, never cursed, never spoke bad or anything like that, you know? And we're doing a scene where vampires are attacking a town, and he was playing a detective, I'm playing a cop. I start the scene, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? Things look pretty bad around here. And he's like, yeah, these vampires are ruining everything. People are just getting sucked off left and right. My students make me feel old so quick, it's so bad. I try and keep up with them, but it's not helping. Like, I'll just straight up lie. They'll be like, Mr. Rosen, do you like Nicki Minaj? I'm like, of course I like Nicholas Minaj. I really do Special Olympics, and I love working with kids who are on the spectrum because those kids have zero filter. They say whatever is on their mind. Yeah. And I worked with one kid who would always talk about Pokemon all the time, and I wanted to, like, make a connection with it. You're nodding so hard. Yeah? Tell me more about the Pokemon. But yeah, no, he always talked about Pokemon, and I wanted to make a connection with him, so I talked about Dragon Ball Z. And one day the kid comes right up to me and goes, Coach Aaron, you talk about Dragon Ball Z a lot. And I'm like, yeah, but you always talk about Pokemon. And he goes, yeah, but I'm autistic. What's your excuse? Guys, that's my time. Thank you so much. Keep it going for your host.